Hello, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, and I want to play you two clips. First of all, there are about 35 or 36 sirens around San Francisco. We lived on Post and Leavenworth for years. We had one on the 6th floor, right above our apartment, and it went off every Tuesday. So here's the siren for tsunami nuclear attack at the San Francisco Zoo.
There it goes.
And then you have the one in Honolulu. And bear with me a minute, I've got to go find it. Here we go. Let's try this. Way different than what we heard from San Francisco. And then, let's see if they still have one in Washington, D.C. Give me a moment. I couldn't find one in Washington, D.C. Maybe they don't have them anymore, but this is about what it sounded like. Well, I didn't catch the last part of that, but when we lived in Washington, D.C., we had a fallout shelter in the basement. We climbed in there one day, me and a friend of mine. We found the crackers were already stale. The jelly was already stale. God knows if the food would have tasted like it. That was in 1962. And during the Cuban Missile Crisis, my father called my mother from the Pentagon. He said, I just want to give you a warning. We have a possible imminent attack over this Cuban Missile business. You won't have time to get out of town. You'll have 15 minutes to live. He wasn't supposed to do that, but he did it. So today we have the thing of a false drill, a false warning. We have the Hawaiian officials now saying the drill wasn't a drill, then it was a drill. And this thing went out over the television, over the radio, over people's cell phones, and people were panicking. Now, Hawaii stopped doing air raid sirens, and they only started testing them last year. So my question is twofold about this strange thing today. What happens if North Korea launches a missile at Hawaii? Are people going to believe it the next time? Now, according to Jerome Corsi and other experts that were in Coast to Coast AM last night, or the other night, I'm not sure what night I watched it, or listened to it actually on YouTube, the North Koreans don't have the shielding for their warheads and one other capability to launch a missile at the United States or Hawaii. Yes, although Corsi also said there are 2 satellites hovering over the United States, and they may be armed with nuclear weapons, and that might set off an EMP pulse. And then the other question is, why? Why did this alert go out on everybody's phones, on televisions during a basketball game, presumably on the radio, freaking everybody out in Hawaii? And Fox News this morning asked, was it hacking? And we've seen the North Koreans, the Russians, and the Chinese hack computer systems in the U.S. and throughout the world. But this is really scary if you cannot believe the emergency alert system, or at least Hawaii's version of it. I wouldn't want to be on an island during a nuclear attack because Hawaii's not that big. the island of Oahu. And a nuke hits Honolulu, you're toast, folks. And the same with the Bay Area. If one were to be detonated over San Francisco, I'm 30 miles away. I would still feel it. We'd probably have a tsunami inside the bay. And the radiation would get this far. And as a child of the 50s, living in the fear of the atomic bomb, this scares me more than earthquakes or tornadoes, or hurricanes, typhoons, tsunamis, because you can escape all that. But what do you do when a nuke hits? And the Hawaiian officials got some explaining to do, Lucy, on this one. And they could have had a real panic in the city. And they need to do it before something else happens that's serious, like a tsunami. They've let up the tsunami warnings, and those seem to be working okay. But nuclear missile attack, it ain't working in Hawaii. Not yet, anyway. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great day and a great afternoon and evening, and stay warm and safe out there if you can, and watch the skies. Bye-bye for now.